Hi friends, in this session I am going to show the demo of group aggregation operation. Group is to group the input documents by specified underscore ID expression. The underscore ID field contain unique group by values. Each underscore ID returns the uniqueness. So the output document contains underscore ID and accumulator expression values, the value of this accumulator operator. So these are the accumulator operators supported by group operation. So we can use $max to find the maximum value, $min for minimum value. If you want to find the average, we can use $average. If you want to find the sum, we can use sum. If you want to find a first record from the group by ID, we can use $first. If you want to retrieve from the array of values the last record, we can use $last. And $add to set is if you want to insert unique elements into the array, we can use $add to set. If you want to push all the elements without uniqueness, we can use $push. The standard deviation pop or sample is for calculating the deviation, standard deviation value. So now I am going to RoboMongo to show how we can do the group by operation. So I am using my accounts collection table. So I am going to use $group. So we have to use underscore ID and the accumulator value which we can return from the group by. So I am going to pass first name. I want to find the unique first names, then I can use underscore ID with first name. $first name, it returns me all the first names. See, these are the 5 unique first names there in my collection. So we have 6 records, but one user is having same first name is repeating for 112 and 115 is having same first name. So we got 5 first names. If I want to make the uniqueness based on first name and last name, we'll check how unique they are. This time I will hold first name in first name variable. More than one value I can use with curly braces. Last name is I am using last name value, $last name. Now I will be getting sorry, I have not used proper codes here. Yeah, let's run. See, we got 2 fields in this ID operator. If I check in the JSON format, inside ID I am having first name, last name. So these are my first names. Now we got 5 records. So the first name last name combination also exists. Let's same first name last name is used for account 112 and 115. If I use account number, then it forms the uniqueness. So if I go with, if I want to find all, then I can use account number also. I'll copy that name. Account number. So this forms the uniqueness. Now I will be able to retrieve 6 records because account number is different. See, now we are able to retrieve record ID. Sorry, this is the one which is having same first name last name which is there in 112, account number 112. So we can make the uniqueness based on our fields. Now I want to, instead of underscore ID fields, I want to get some accumulator value also. Like I want to find the maximum transferred amount, max amount. So I am going to use $max. So I am using transfer amount, which is the maximum amount transferred from each account. So I am going to copy the name. When I run this, I have not closed this properly, so it should be here. See, max amount also part of the group operation, so underscore ID will be ending here. After that I will be passing the max amount. I'll do tab. So when I run this, each transaction, what is the maximum amount, whether it is credited or debited, will be retrieved. See, we got 6 records. Example, I'll check for 166. It is 50,000. Let's go to table and we'll check. 166. We have 4 transfers. The maximum is 50,000. Similarly, if I want to find the minimum value which is transferred, I can use $min. See, the minimum for 114, 6,000 is the minimum amount. Let's go and verify that. So for account 114, we have 4 transactions. The minimum amount is 6,000. So based on our example, if I want to find the closing balance which is maximum or which is minimum, that also I can do. Instead of transfer amount, I can copy this, copy name, closing balance. So max. So I will be able to retrieve the maximum closing balance. Similarly, if I want to find the minimum closing balance, I can use $min. See, this minimum closing balance also I should be able to get. So the next one is $average. The average amount which if you want to find the average, total number of records divided by the count. So example, if I want to find the money which I have transferred average, so transfer amount. Here it is, average transfer amount, $average. So now I am getting the average amount which I have transferred. This will take both credit and debit also. In case if you want only the debit average amount, then I can use in the underscore ID the type transaction type debit. Or I have to use in the $match because we are going to retrieve only the debit accounts. So we have to use $match in the transaction type equal to debit. If I want to print that also, I can print in the underscore ID transfer type colon $transfer type. Let's run this. I have not, I forgot to add comma here. See, now we have received only the debit transactions because we are using $match to find only the debit transactions. And in the debit transaction, it will do the average. This is for average. We can do the sum also. If I want to sum this, all the values, I can use $sum. All the debited amounts. See, for account 112, I have transferred 20,000, altogether 20,000. Let's go and verify. 112. One is credited, for debited it is 20,000. Instead of this match condition, it should be like 30. If I remove this match condition, that time it will be all the transfer type. So it is because I am making the uniqueness with the transfer type, so it is taking for transfer type credit 20,000. For debit again, it will give the debit value. If I don't want that, and if I want to get the entire value, then I can remove this transfer type from the uniqueness, then it will use all the values. For 112 we can check, it is average transfer amount is 55,000. I think it is received here it is 30,000, 40,000, and one more is 15, so total it is 55,000. So based on our condition we can change this, on what field we want to do the sum, dollar sum we can do. See, if I want to find the first record, I can use $first. See, the first records are selected. I am using only the transfer amount, so we are getting only the transfer amount in our record. So the first record is 4,000 for 112. Let's go and verify. 112 4,000. I got average amount. Sorry, this first record. Instead of this only transfer amount, if I want to find the entire record also I can get. So first doc, we have one dollar root is there, that is a system variable, that is to get the entire document. That dollar root will be holding the entire documents. If I use dollar root with first, see the first document whatever is there in our collection, this JSON data. So in case of 1, this is the first document. This entire data will be coming in the dollar root. Dollar root holds the entire documents. So with our uniqueness, it takes the first record. In case of 117, it is credit with 10,000. So let's verify. 117 credit with 10,000. So that is the first record. If I use last, if I want to find the last record, I can use $last. See, $last now 114, it is transferring 10,000 of type debit. So 114, last record is transfer type debit and transfer amount is 10,000. So based on our need, if I want to hold the entire record, I can use $root, that is a system variable, it holds all the records. With that I should be able to do first or last. In case if I need only the transfer amount alone, I can use the transfer amount. That time I will be getting only transfer amount. See, now I will be getting, in the first doc I will be getting only the transfer amount. This is first and last. See, if I want to do add to set, the unique values if I want to push, I can use add to set. So first I will show the push. Push will push all the elements. So first I will show the push, then I will go to add to set. So this time I will make it as temp array. $push. It's array. Inside this array I am going to send some more documents like I am going to use transfer type, transfer amount and transfer account. Copy name. Transfer type. Transfer amount. For now, let me send only transfer amount and transfer type. So when we run this with the account 114, what all the transfers happened? It will be moved. See, transfer type credit with 6,000, 14,000 for debit, 20,000 and 10,000 is happened. 4 transactions are happened for transfer type 114. So 114, 4 transactions are happened. For 112, we have 6 transactions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions. So if instead of $push, if I use add to set, see here this transfer type and this transfer type are same. It's not unique. It is like a repeated record. If I want only one record to be maintained, only the unique record, then I can use add to set. So instead of push, if I use add to set, we'll be getting only one record. See, if I go to 112, see, we got only the credit of type 10,000 because this is the unique record. Previously we got six records, but now we got only 5 records because one record is repeating. So if you want to maintain the uniqueness, we can use add to set. Instead of this, if I remove the transfer type, only the transfer amount, that time we will be having only 4 records because now it is uniqueness is formed based on both the type and amount. So let me delete this transfer type and push to array. See, now when I done, when I go to 112, see, we got only 4 records. Previously, when I was using add to set, I was getting 5 records because the uniqueness is formed based on transfer type and the amount. Transfer type is one is debited and other one is credited. But instead of this, if I use push, I will be getting all my 6 records. Let me go to 112. See, now we got all the records. So if you want to retrieve the unique records, and based on the uniqueness, we have to decide. So if I use here, I can use $root also to pass. It will pass the entire records. Let's use $root, $root. So in the temporary array, we will be holding all the records. Whatever the transactions we did, we can hold it. So this is $push and $add to set. This is standard deviation. If you want to find the standard deviation on a particular value, this is the formula for calculating the standard deviation. So it is square root of the variance of the x. In case if you, in your project, if you want to find the standard deviation, we have an option, we can use this. If it is based on a large sample, we have to use standard deviation sample. If it is for lesser volume, we can use standard deviation pop. So it returns the single value. So if I'm going, I'll just show how to use that. We are going to retrieve only one value. So I have no need to make any uniqueness. ID should be null. And deviation value, so it is std standard div pop. I'm going to do on transfer amount. Normally it should be non-numeric value. It works if you are giving numeric, it should be numeric value. If you are providing non-numeric, it will return null. So we should always use the numeric numbers because we have to calculate only with the numbers, not with the characters or anything. So when I run this, see, I got standard deviation for the entire amount. Similarly, if I can do for sample also. Standard deviation sample. I think it's till SAMP. It returns me the standard deviation sample value. Thank you, friends. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking subscribe or by pressing this bell icon. Thank you.